meantime, with angry protests across the Mideast over that U.S.-made anti-Islam film, a French magazine is now publishing cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad, and riot police are guarding the offices of the French Weekly, as well as stepping up security at French embassies around the world as a result. The magazine is out today. Joining me now is Congressman C.A. Dutch Ruppersberger, who is a Democrat from Maryland. Good to see you, Congressman. Good morning.
Good morning, Chris.
You are a ranking member of the House Intelligence Committee. A lot we'd like to get to. First of all, let's start with this magazine, because we're seeing this theme here. Knowing the volatility of the situation and given the violence over that anti-Islam movie, is the magazine irresponsible for publishing this satire, or are they sending an important message that extremists will not curb freedom of speech?
Well, I think it's irresponsible right now to all it is doing is antagonizing a very serious and volatile situation. France, like the United States, is a democracy, and we're behind the issues of free speech and the press. But when you have a tense situation where you've lost 4 American lives, this is just going to make the situation a lot worse. And by the way, this person who has published this had also published a cartoon, a negative cartoon, I think about a year ago, and the same type of situation. I do know that the French government had asked him not to print it, and yet he did, and now this is going to become, in my opinion, viral.
Well, the acting head of the Egyptian Muslim Brotherhood's Freedom and Justice Party told Reuters that he's actually going to call for a UN treaty against insulting religion. Is that taking it too far?
Well, we are a democracy, and we feel very strongly about our Constitution and our freedom of speech and freedom of the press. And I think that's what we have to stand by as a democracy. But we have to do whatever we can to, number one, as a country, condemn this type of situation because of what occurs. And let me give you my opinion on this. I think that the issue is that a lot of these people who are protesting in a lot of these Muslim countries, these are either dictatorial or quasi-dictatorial type governments, where the government controls the media and the press. And as a result of that, a lot of these people, some who might not be educated or in poverty, probably don't realize that our government has a freedom of the press, freedom of the speech, and that's, I think, where some of these problems occur. And then the protests occur, and then they become violent, and that's what happened in Libya.
There is another issue that is out there roiling this morning, and that is the decision to scale back combined operations in Afghanistan between coalition and Afghan forces. You know, we've had this series of insider attacks. Well, we just literally now got a statement from Senators McCain, Lieberman, and Lindsey Graham, and if I can, I'd like to read it and get your reaction. Sure. This is just part of it.
Okay.
We are concerned that the rush to build up the Afghan National Security Forces as quickly as possible so that U.S. forces could begin withdrawing on the administration's timetable has contributed to the problem of so-called insider attacks. Your response?
Well, first thing, I respect all 3 of those senators. They have a right to their opinion. At this point, I would hope that we would not come out with any comments putting blame anywhere, especially when we're trying to deal and calm down this volatile situation with respect to the protests and what happened in Libya and in Egypt, in Yemen, and those parts of the world. There's no question that we have to refocus our efforts and protect our men and women who are over in Afghanistan. I know that I was in Afghanistan about 2 months ago, and I know that the leadership there is focusing on these individuals from the military turning on Americans. In fact, there was an individual in my district who was working with training the police, and an individual they knew turned on him and killed him, unfortunately.
All right, Congressman Ruppersberger, much to talk about. A very busy day in foreign affairs. Thank you so much. We do appreciate you taking the time.
Okay, good. It's good to be with you.